Hello, everybody.
We go on record for the noon in custodies. Mr. Haverco, I believe that's Mr. Baker there with you.
It is, Your Honor, and he has a couple matters that are technically on either for pre-trial or just a review hearing. Essentially, we've already entered not guilty pleas in this case and both of these cases. Essentially, what we're just trying to do today, essentially, is just try to persuade the court to reconsider his conditions of release on his DUI case. Your Honor had initially imposed $50,000 cash or bond. I have spoken with a treatment supervisor with Northwest Resources. His mother has provided the necessary funds.
You're not coming through very clear. That's
okay. I'm not sure does this help if I speak up louder? Does that help?
It does not. Maybe volume a little bit.
Well, I've got the
like you're talking from the bottom of a well or something. But go ahead.
Well, I'm not sure where the.
Or maybe be back a little bit from the microphone.
Is it any better from this distance?
Marginally better. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, what we're asking is we're asking for Your Honor to consider modifying his conditions of release. I have forwarded a copy of the police report and his criminal history to a treatment supervisor with Northwest Resources, one of the well-known treatment agencies in the area. And so an evaluation process is underway. And, my hope is that Mr. Baker, is taking this process seriously, realizing what's in front of him potentially, in terms of treatment. And I know I've spoken with his mother, and she has a serious attitude that her son needs to take this matter seriously. My hope is that his mother and brother can provide, some of the family support to encourage him to, comply with and follow through with this process. I know he's had a job. I don't know at this point, maybe his mom knows. I don't know if he still has this employment that he did have. But to the extent that may be available, he'd like to be released as soon as he can to, get back to work. He'd like to not lose his employment. So, he's been in custody now for a while. I assume that the amount of time he spent in custody has impressed upon him, the importance of his actions and complying with release conditions. So, just wanted to know if Your Honor would entertain, modifying the release conditions.
Bradfield, any reply?
No.
Any input at all?
City's not taking a position on it.
There is someone in the courtroom that wants to speak about the matter. And if you would step forward to the microphone, first tell me who you are.
Well, I set up his evaluation, the alcohol evaluation. I am trying to get him help. I have been trying to get him help for a while, and I was able to do it this time. It's quite a bit of money, as you guys know, but I did come up
Fully
with
aware.
I'm here to support my son fully. His grandmother, which is my mother, is here to support him as well. And we are able to make sure he gets to these meetings, also work, because we realize that he's without a driver's license right now. And us as a family are here to pull together to get him this help at 19 years old. We don't want to see it disrupt his life anymore.
Does he have a place to stay?
Yes, he does. He
Would
has
that
a
be
house.
with anybody?
He has a house under my name that I rented for him and his brother that's right here in Yelm. So the lease is under my name, and yes, he does have a house.
How much contact will the family have with him?
I'm right down the road.
At least?
Yeah,
Okay.
so, and so his grandma's right down the road as well. So here in Yelm, he does have a place, a house. He's been
Here's what
pretty
I'm inclined to
responsible
do.
paying the rent over there. I just had to put the, everything under my name because he's only 19, but other than this mishap, he's been pretty responsible of, paying the rent and everything. So,
Thank you.
yes.
Mr. Haverko, Mr. Baker, this is what I'm inclined to do. Based on the following, you did have a prior DUI in another county. As a result of that, your license was suspended. You're not supposed to be driving at all. You got a DUI here on May 26th. I saw you in court in person. I don't know you. You don't know me, but I had the definite impression looking at you, and this is probably based on at least 50 years of experience in the legal system, that you had no appreciation at all as to what you were doing to yourself and your life. I could see you 30 years from now, sitting on a bar stool, dead-end job, nursing a beer, wondering where all the years went. A couple of weeks after your second DUI, you are arrested for being a minor in possession of alcohol. You're not even old enough to drink legally.
Mm-hmm.
According to the police report, you were behind the wheel of a car as well, having consumed alcohol. Based on the representations of your mother, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance on these conditions. One, I want you on scram within 5 days. Mr. Haverko can explain to you what that is. It's illegal for you to drive. I don't know what the point would be. I am required to order you to obtain ignition interlock. To what avail, since you're not supposed to be driving at all until your license is reinstated?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Baker, you're kind of at a little bit of a crossroads in your life. I've been doing this long enough to where I've seen people go either way. Whether you do so or not is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Time you realize that at a very young age that alcohol is not a good friend of yours. It might be your worst enemy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
That's I'm glad to see that your family is reaching out to you and that you're reaching out to treatment. If there's a problem, let's find out what it is and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself in a hole, first rule, you know what it is, quit digging.
Mm-hmm.
Violating the law, and that starts with no drinking and no driving until you're legally entitled to. Upon presentation, I'll sign an order with those conditions in it. Mr. Baker, I'm going to wish you the best of luck. I'll set a next pretrial for Mr. Haverko.
I just set it on 2 weeks from, whatever would be the next court date, Judge.
July 18th.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Baker, I expect to see you in court on July 18th. All conditions released earlier set remain in effect, and that includes stay in touch with your attorney, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sometimes I say more than I should. I hope some of it sunk in, or at least give you something to think about, something to consider. It's your life. It's your decision.
Mm-hmm. I would like to be able to fix that and change it at the age I am, Your Honor. So,
Mr. Baker, good luck to you. I'll see you. Look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
yes. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sign an order, and he will be released on those conditions that I've said.
I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. Upon presentation, I'll sign the order that'll be transmitted down to the jail. And depends on how fast the jail moves and how busy they are, but it could be before the end of the day.
Now, we've been trying, we lost his father a few years back because of. We we don't want to lose the junior to this.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Thank you for appearing. I thank the rest of the family as well for their.
Oh, very good. Okay, go ahead, Steve. This is Jane Doe, Your Honor.
I know these folks. My name is Alicia, my name is not Jane Doe.
Why don't you tell the court?
I
My
recognize
name is
you,
Alicia Wilkes, not Jane Doe.
that we know as Jane Doe. Where are we?
I think she's just indicated her name is
My name is Alicia Wilkes.
Alicia Wilkes, but I think Your Honor was aware of that name before, and I don't know if we know that that's her name.
I've been here the whole time. Okay, I think I thought a Jane Doe was a dead person. A John Doe and a Jane Doe is not a dead person. They just came and got me, said that I need to go to court, so why would I? What's the matter? Can I ask what the matter is?
Mr. Abaco, where is the jail in terms of attempting to identify the individual?
But so far, no success, Your Honor. I spoke to jail personnel this morning, and they indicate that she had not been willing to allow herself to be fingerprinted. So as far as I know, what's that?
Well, I just told you what my name is.
Well, they ran the name and there's no such person.
Okay, well, I'm not Jane Doe. I didn't claim to be Jane Doe. Who's Jane Doe?
They give that to the name of people whose name they don't know. They just call people without a name Jane Doe.
Well, then why is it Jane Doe here? I'm not Jane Doe.
You're listed as Jane Doe.
Okay, well, what's the difference? I thought.
So
Mr. Abaco, I'm going to ask yourself and the prosecutor. I could not understand very much of what you said here, but I'm going to ask
Who is
yourself.
the criminal? What is the charge? What is Jane Doe being charged with? Or I mean, I was a Jane Doe lawyer or something, you know, I thought Jane Doe was a different person.
I'm going to ask yourself and Mr. Atfield to inquire of the jail as to what efforts they are continuing to make to identify the individual, and
What individual?
you,
information will.
My name's Alicia Wilkes, ALICIAWILKS. First name Alicia, middle initial L, last name WILKS. I have my right hand on my heart and I know my social security number because I'm looking at an American flag, looking at a man who appearing on says Judge Thomas Meyer. And that is the truth to everybody don't believe the something. The date is June something or other. I'm not really quite sure. I'm not really sure what the ethics are, like, to the judge. I don't know if I'm supposed to be sitting or standing in the American flag. But I just-
judge is sort of asking like what efforts, if any, or what has the jail been doing thus far to try to find,
You know, they're asking her what her name is, trying to figure it out that way, but we haven't really taken any course of action.
She says her name is Alicia Wilkes, and I think at some point we ran that name or someone on the name, that's not a real name.
Wilkes.
Yeah, Alicia Wilkes, ALICIA Wilkes, WILKS. But I think she said that name before, and I thought it was determined not to be a real thing. What's your date of birth?
What's the charge of me term? For 1578.
What's it?
For 1578. Do I, is this, who's that guy? Do you know who these people are?
Well, that's the judge and that's the prosecutor.
Yeah. The prosecutor, who's it? You're.
I'm the public defender guy.
You know what?
Like, I haven't been appointed yet because they don't know who got her.
Who's they?
The court. You see anything? She says that her birthday is 1978.
Can you tell me who's that? Hey, lady.
So is that information? you want? But it's not like verified.
To sit in on or stand in.
Judge, the only information they received is the name. She says Alicia Wilkes, birth date 4/15/78, but they have not been able to verify that as a real set of a date of birth and name.
Not understand a word you said. There's something pretty wrong with the ability to communicate here. I'm resetting the matter. We'll continue the matter for further proceedings at this time. I believe you have one more individual there.
Yes,
Well, what's the date? What's the date?
your case will be continued to the 18th
Of what?
of July.
So when do I get to leave here?
I don't know. It's up to the judge.
Well, how am I supposed to go to talk to the judge?
They need to figure out who you are. And they,
I have Washington, my driver's license, WILK 6J2JN. That's my driver's license number. Did I
yeah.
give it to you?
I'd be willing to wager that absolutely none of that information that she rattled off was accurate. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.